We come to you today as we recognize the Anti-Corruption Day. At ZIMRA, we don't tolerate corruption. At ZIMRA, we immediately and ruthlessly deal with corruption as soon as it is discovered. A few examples of how we deal with corruption include where an officer or any individual is discovered to have been involved or participated in corruption, we immediately take steps. We report to the police, and then justice will take its course. In addition to reporting to the police within the organization, we do have a disciplinary procedure that we immediately undertake once the officer is suspected to have been involved in corruption. So the disciplinary process is designed to correct the undesirable behavior, and should the officer be found to be guilty, we immediately dismiss the officers. We do not end at dismissal alone, we go beyond that. For any proceeds that could have been used to gain any assets or acquire any assets, we immediately take action to recover those. So asset forfeiture is a key feature that we deal with. While we do have the strategy of immediately dealing with perpetrators of corruption, we also have methods that we do use from time to time to deal with discovery and perhaps prevent corruption. As an organization, we periodically and from time to time carry out what we call lifestyle audits on any member of staff, so that we are able to detect or deal with areas that require us to preempt or prevent corruption. Officers or any employee of the Revenue Authority who is discovered or is unable to clearly explain the source of any wealth that they would have gained, we will take action and consider appropriating or forfeiting the gains of corruption. This is designed to discourage our people from participating in corruption. We do have, in addition to those measures, we also deal with issues of asset declarations. We expect that all our employees, regardless of level, are able to declare the assets that they own at any given time and explain the source of funding for any such assets. It's not only a ZIMRA requirement, but it's a government at large requirement that this be done from time to time. You will agree with me that corruption by its nature is expensive, is cancerous. We thus do not just focus on only those internal issues. At ZIMRA, we value our assets, and human capital being one of our key assets that we want to protect at any given time. It is therefore important that we continuously work on measures that remind our officers against indulging in corruption activities. We have therefore come up with our Integrity Action Plan, an integrity action plan which involves all employees across all levels, because we recognize and realize that handling corruption is quite expensive. We also want to appeal to the society at large to try and desist from tempting our officers, because we all know that corruption may not affect you directly only, but there are those innocent souls that get affected by you indulging or participating or creating an environment that encourages corruption. You don't want the society to start to frown at you. You don't want the community to start raise questions about your style of life. You don't want the church members to start looking at you with suspicious views, because you choose to live in a life that is not clean. It is this message that we continue to share with all stakeholders, and for that reason, we are running a campaign, I am for zero, and expect that you all commit and work on avoiding corruption as soon as it starts to raise its ugly face. Once again, I am mForZero. Thank you.